nigga. Hey, sir.
A Jmix exclusive.
What it do, world? This is the legendary Cocaine, and I'm kicking it with Jmix.
What's good? It's your man Money B, sending a super shout out to the homie Jmix and everybody at TupacNation.net.
Man, this is Robert Fonte kicking it with Jmix. And you know, I'm from the scope. Fillmore. We make 100 more. Jmix.
This is Phil Brewster kicking it with Jmix on Tupac Beat.
This is Mike Mosley kicking it with Jmix.
Hello all, it's Jmix out here in Chicagoland, USA, wanting to welcome all my YouTube subs and viewers and let you know that we're going to have some surprise guests coming soon, and I'm going to give you a little preview of who we got. We got Rapid Forte coming, Mike Mosley, and a very special interview with second engineer to the stars, Mr. Phil Brewster, and it's going to be explosive. So check out the promo shortly afterwards and keep it locked to my YouTube channel. This year I'll be giving out more signed editions of Tupac Aftermath, Tupac Double Feature, and Tupac Conspiracy, signed by producer and director Mr. R.J. Bond. And for my loyal listeners out there, this year I'm going to give away a piece of history. I'm going to give you a Can-Am demo tape with previously unheard songs on it by Death Row artists, and I'm not going to say too much about that. But just keep it locked right here, and I'll see you all on the next upload. One love, everybody. Alright everyone, and as promised, here's an exclusive clip of my upcoming interview with Phil Brewster. Phil Brewster was a second engineer at Can-Am Studios and Death Row Records, and in this exclusive clip, he talks about working at Death Row Records and how he came to be there.
At the time, I never really thought it was that big of a deal. I was like, oh, okay, that's something I did back then. And then just more recently, I've been going, oh, well, I guess I've done some pretty cool shit, you know? And definitely when it comes to my Death Row days, when I tell people on, oh yeah, you know, I worked with Pac and Snoop and Dog Pound and all that type of stuff, everybody's like, holy shit. Yeah, it was crazy times. It was fun, and I'm glad I don't have to do it because I'm too old for that shit now. I was living in Atlanta, and I came back here to LA, went to Soundmaster to become an engineer, and worked at Sound City for about a year as a runner and assistant. And got to work with, you know, Red Hot Chili Peppers and Deftones and Tom Petty and Eric Clapton. There's, you know, tons of cool stuff. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to move back to Atlanta. And then I got a call from Larry, the owner of the studios, and he offered me a job to come there because I had two other friends that, one that I grew up with and the other one I went to Soundmaster with, that was working there during Death Row times that got me in. And so I came back, and it was like, I think I got a call on a Friday saying, you know, yeah, you got the job, you know, when can you be here? And I'm like, I could be there Monday. And so, I mean, I drove nonstop from Atlanta to LA to work. And, you know, I thought it was, you know, pretty cool. My first day, there was a security guard there, you know, it was a cop. I walked through the door, and I'm like this punk rock kid, and he's like, you won't last a week. And that's like the worst thing to ever say to me. So I'm like, fuck you, man, I'll show you. So I stuck around for a year.
Once again, it's Jmix here, and I want everybody to keep it locked and be on the lookout for that new Phil Brewster interview. And to all my listeners, if anybody out there wants to get a mix done by a Death Row engineer, hit up Phil Brewster at BigPhil771 at MSN.com, or you can always hit him up at Phil Brewster on Facebook. Keep it locked right here, everybody. The uploads are going to be coming, and they're going to be huge. I'll see you on the next upload. One love, everybody.
A Jmix exclusive.
What up, shut up?